Hejo, jestem Aoi, a to wampir. Chciałam wszystkich wyleczyć, ale okazuje się, że kryjówka jest strasznie daleko i nie chciałabym zrobić czegoś takiego, że będziemy sobie zwiedzać wszystkie tereny dookoła, co zresztą i tak robię. Więc najpierw pójdziemy pogadać tutaj, bo prawdopodobnie stąd będzie trzeba i tak wrócić, i tak przy okazji po prostu będziemy chodzić sobie w tej z powrotem. Bardzo przeszkadza mi też, że tutaj nie ma jakiejś takiej opcji, na przykład teleportu właśnie między kryjówkami, no ale w końcu jesteśmy wampirem, moglibyśmy się, nie wiem, magicznie teleportować jakimś, nie wiem, no, możemy być tutaj mgłą, więc może właśnie w postaci mgły albo coś takiego, no ale najwyraźniej nie.
What do you want? Leave me alone.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. I'm looking for Nurse Dorothy Crane.
There is no Dorothy Crane here. Now goodbye.
I'm afraid this medical leaflet says the opposite, sir.
Really? Well, I'm afraid I'm going to close this door right now. Go bother someone else, Mr. Doctor.
To enter that house, I must discover who this man really is. Maybe I could start by observing what he's up to.
Christina is still working nearby. Who distribute flowers at this hour of night?
Że mam tu podejść, tutaj tak stać i tak czekać. Jest tu jakieś miejsce, z którego mogę go podglądać oprócz tego, w którym stoję? Chyba nie. Tak, czyli miałam tutaj po prostu stać, a gdzieś pobiegłam.
A strange man was at the door with a pass for our medical facility. I refused him entry.
Darius, how could you know he didn't need our help?
His clothes were too finely tailored to be for Whitechapel.
Perhaps just a friend of that stray poet who is always about.
Richard Nithercott? No, not of the same cloth, this man. I suspect some machination from that journalist.
Clayton Darby. Is he still asking questions?
Yes. I saw him drifting around St. Mary's Church. I swear he is tracking me just downwind.
I cannot enter. I must talk to that journalist or the poet. They must know about Darius. Nearby the church they just mentioned.
Biegniemy w tą stronę. Nie chcę jej namierzać, po co mi ona. Dobra. O.
Come on, take a look. Don't be afraid. Cheap price. Good
You
quality.
again? What do you want this time?
Ha, to nie z nim mieliśmy gadać.
Goodbye, Mr. Peterson.
Imprisoned by your daily routine, unable to see the true horror.
O, przy okazji go wyleczymy.
Good evening, Doctor. Can I help you?
Do you need assistance?
That would be nice.
If you persist in investigating the most pox-ridden boroughs of London, you must accept the risks.
Thank you, sir.
I heard you're investigating an underground medical dispensary in Whitechapel. What do you know about it?
Not much, I'm afraid. They are wary of strangers, and I'm not really an acquaintance of theirs. Why do you care?
I'm a doctor, Mr. Darby. I care about everything involving public health and this epidemic.
Are you sure you're not just concerned about the repercussions that a scandal involving a certain Nurse Crane from the Pembroke Hospital would bring?
Without a doubt, you are a damn fine journalist, Mr. Darby. What do you know of her accomplice, a man named Darius?
I don't know much about the man. He's very cautious. Never goes out. Doesn't seem to have any friends or family.
He has no relatives at all?
No. Except for that strange man, a poet named Richard Nethercott, who sometimes comes by. Darius would never let him in.
Where can I find this Mr. Nethercott?
He spends most of his time lurking around Whitechapel, talking to himself or declaring verses. These days, you can usually find him behind the church.
He never goes out?
No. A few days ago, he unexpectedly did. I followed him, but it was just a ruse to keep me away from his house.
Really? How do you know?
He went to the nearest mailbox, but just before posting his letter, he ripped it up and threw it away.
O,
Christina Popper claims she sells her body because she can't find any other work. Do you believe her?
Of course I do. Her story is exactly what I want my readers to understand. We live in an intolerant and divided nation.
Do you think things will ever change, Mr. Darby?
I believe the situation can only improve. And now that women can vote, I'm convinced things will change.
okej, a prywatne pytanie? O,
Do you know that Christina is hoping to pay for her brother to travel to England in the near future?
I see. No, she didn't tell me that. But that explains many things.
Do you believe she will ever see her brother again?
As long as the war rages in Europe, I'm afraid her chances of seeing her brother again are slim to none.
a to już pytałam, co nie? Tak.
Goodbye, Mr.
Przynajmniej go wyleczyłam. Tędy przejdę, ale może z tamtej strony pójdziemy? A nie, z tamtej nie pójdziemy do tego, co nie? Dobra, idziemy tamtędy i przejdziemy od razu przez to, co zapomniałam, jak się nazywa. Przez cmentarz, o. Czy ja w ogóle wziąłem dobrą drogę, żeby znaleźć tego gościa? Bardzo możliwe. O, on gdzieś tutaj. Ciekawe, czy mam lek na przeziębienie.
Good evening, Mr.
And good evening to you too.
Do you need
Sprawdźmy.
medical attention, sir?
It may be wise to let you prescribe me something. I don't feel like I should.
Nie mam.
I will see.
Szkoda. Nie mogę też mu zadać pytań stąd. O, tutaj mam coś
Did
dodatkowego.
you know the mute florist is a member of a secret society?
No, I didn't. But I thank you for this information, sir. For it only enriches the mystery surrounding the precious camellia.
Are you not curious? Is there not more you wish to know?
That girl has not an ounce of malice in her. Whatever she may be hiding, it's certain to be for the benefit of most, if not all.
I fear you are a hopeless romantic, Mr. Nethercott.
Guilty as charged, Dr. Reed.
A tutaj
Tell me,
zapytam.
Mr. Nethercott.
Oj,
The place...
okej. Wracamy. I tutaj.
May I ask you a few questions about the district?
Extraordinary part of town, is it not? I'll be glad to help you, if I can.
I'm looking for Dorothy Crane, a nurse who lives in this vicinity.
Dorothy Crane. Oh, I love the name. The Crane of Whitechapel. Sounds very mysterious. But, sorry, no, never heard of her.
What can you tell me about an old man called Darius?
Darius Petrescu. Yes, I know him. At first, I thought he was only a small publisher. I invited him to publish my work, but his reaction was pretty clear.
Not interested in your talent?
Darius is an old political activist who takes delight in printing tracts and lampoons. Those communist activities only require mediocre writing skills.
I'll leave you alone, sir.
Some of us
Tu jest to pudełko, dobra.
in this world already touched.
Idziemy tam. O! Łe, jednak nie. Ale tu jest śmietnik. Okej, no i przepraszam. Znaleźliśmy o nim przy okazji jakąś informację.
Good evening, Mr. Niven.
And grieve.
Co tam ciekawego się o nim dowiedzieliśmy?
You don't really make a living from your scribblings, do you, Richard?
No, sir, I don't. I work so hard. I put all my time, my energy, my devotion into the precise carving of words.
Still, you don't seem to suffer from poverty.
With thanks to my parents, actually. I'm afraid I would not be able to live on my own without their help.
You seem embarrassed.
Someday I hope to proudly offer my first publication to my parents. Until that day, I'll remain the failure of a son they have to support.
Coś tutaj możemy? Tu mamy chyba już wszystko o
I'll
nim.
leave.
No, w każdym razie idziemy stąd. I musimy znaleźć... Musimy znaleźć tutaj rzeczy. I tu musimy się odwrócić w takim razie, iść w tamtą stronę, co nie? Trzeba się stąd wrócić. Tak, musimy stąd wrócić. Ale to chyba musimy stąd wyjść, bo nie sądzę, żeby tutaj coś leżało. Tak. Nie w tym śmietniku leży, albo w tych kwiatkach. Albo to jest to. Nie, to jest plakat. Dobra, z kwiatkiem się nie da pogadać. Ale tu jest śmietnik. Cześć!
The content of Darius' letter to his children could give me more leverage to enter. Darius is a bit less of a mystery now. It should not be that difficult to incite him to let me in.
No dobra, to potem wrócimy do tej babki. Czy to jest śmietnik? Nie. Tu jest handel zamknięte. Hej, Kristina. O, widzę, że on jest chory, ale na to też nie mam leku. Czas wrócić do szpitala i zrobić leki.
Mr. Petrescu, just 1 minute, please.
You again? Go away.
Sir, wait. Stop this nonsense. I know Nurse Crane is here. Shall we speak man to man, you and I?
All right. Speak up.
Don't you see we're on the same side? We fight to help the poor, sick, and abandoned.
I'm nothing like you, Mr. Totter.
Yes, you are. You too believe in providing medical care without charge. You know what we have to sacrifice to make the world a better place.
I have to admit your words have conviction. All right, I'll let you see Dorothea. Don't make me regret this, though.
Nie powinien być już chyba Sirius, dlatego że... O! Zbierzemy ci kasę. Dlatego, że przecież wyleczyłam tutaj sporo osób. O. Dobra, mamy nową rzecz.
It's locked.
Szkoda. Tędy chyba weszł. Tędy weszłam. A to są jakieś kolejne drzwi. Tutaj już mu nic nie zabiorę, zabieram mu jeszcze kasę. O czym...
If you want to talk to Dorothea, you must go across the courtyard and take the stairs.
We've not been formally introduced. May I ask your name and occupation, sir?
I am Darius Petrescu. I'm here to keep snitches and spies away from Dorothea. And I also run this little print shop.
O, sprzedawca. Albo i nie.
Did you refuse to publish Richard Nethercott's previous works, Darius?
Yes, his manuscript is as pompous as he is starched. Now there's a man who loves the sound of his own voice.
You could have told him so.
As a great writer recently said, politeness is the most acceptable hypocrisy.
So Dorothy's real name is not Crane.
Like myself and many people in this area, Dorothea is from occupied Romania. That's all you need to know.
She seems important to the community.
More than you can imagine. The West End does not want to hear of Whitechapel's misery. Dorothea is one of the few doing something about it.
Tell me everything you know about Camellia, the mute florist.
I do not believe in the afterlife, Doctor, but I'm almost convinced Camellia is an angel. She volunteered to give out our medical leaflets.
Are you not worried for her safety?
She is as brave as she is tough, and clever too. If only I had met her when I was younger.
Are you in love with Camellia, Mr. Petrescu?
Don't be stupid. If I had met her when I was younger, we could have won our revolution.
Who is she, really? Do you know where she's from?
She's not from around here, that's all we know. Camellia is not even her name. It's her favorite flower.
You say she has no close family.
Well, there's that awful poet who constantly follows her around like a lost puppy. A good man for sure, but a very poor writer.
Tell me everything you...
I do not believe in the...
To już było, dobra. Ale jest podświetlona, nadal mogę o coś pytać.
Tell me...
I do...
Who is she?
She's...
You say she...
Well...
Are you not?
She...
Are you in...
Don't be...
Okej. Ciekawe, czemu to jest teraz podświetlone jako nowe pytanie. A tu?
Do you have any family left, Mr. Petrescu? Children or grandchildren?
Who knows? I have abandoned my people for so long, they might as well be dead. As dead as I am for them, I suppose.
Don't be embarrassed, sir. If you must know, my own father disappeared many years ago, and I forgave him.
It's quite awkward to talk about our families like this, but... Thank you, Dr. Reed. I appreciate your trust.
This war won't last forever. Did you ever think of returning to your country now it's free?
No. I have taught strength and determination to my sons and daughters. I'm an old, dying man who only has memories of better times to cherish.
I know you fought for your country when it was occupied, Darius. Tell me more about it.
I know my days are numbered, and I know I won't see my homeland again. But I fought for Romania all my life, and I will until my last breath.
But Romania escaped the grasp of the Austro-Hungarian Empire. It's a free country again.
But it's not the country I fought for. My homeland is not appeased, Doctor. But I still see a dark future ahead for my people.
A, powoli mówi, denerwuje mnie.
How did you meet Nurse Crane, Darius? Why does she trust you?
I'm her oldest friend in England. Dorothea and I share many ideas about this country.
You mean occupied Romania, don't you? Even if not directly, I fought against your enemies.
Really? Then perhaps you have more in common with Dorothea than meets the eye, Dr. Reed.
Nie wiem, to jeszcze
Tell
raz.
me
I do not...
Goodbye, Mr. Petrescu.
Dobra, to idziemy. Coś tu ciekawego? Tak, mogę sobie otworzyć drzwi. Świetnie. Nie, tam są... Tutaj bym musiała iść do siostry Crane. I tu są jeszcze jedne drzwi. O, dziękuję. Od razu lepiej. Trzeba naprawdę iść zrobić więcej leków, ale do tego potrzebuję jej, bo z tego co pamiętam ona mi daje receptury. Albo będzie można od niej kupić po jakimś czasie. O, kradnę ciebie z leków, z których sama zrobię później leki. Aha, czyli ona jest na górze i wygląda na to, że muszę iść na górę. Ale najpierw zobaczymy, co z tymi ludźmi jeszcze. Tutaj może coś jest do podniesienia? Nie sądzę. O, jednak. Nie sądzę, żebym mogła coś robić z tymi pacjentami. Nie mogę ich na przykład zjeść. Nie mogę, co nie? Nie. Ona i jakiś nieznany pacjent na górze. Pewnie będę musiała zabić tego nieznanego pacjenta na górze. Rzeczy w szafkach. Aha, to będzie operacja.
What do we have here, nurse?
Patient Raz Van Vasily. High fever running on 3 days. Complaints of dizziness, muscle aches, and head pain. Diagnosed with influenza.
Treatment?
Aspirin and salicin for the fever and discomfort. Liquids for dehydration, but he's having trouble keeping even water down.
Dobra.
Thank you, nurse. Anything else I should know?
He did lose consciousness this morning, but he's never had convulsions like these.
He's not convulsing, he's choking. He's not getting any air. Scalpel! Hand me that scalpel!
What can I do, Doctor?
It's too dangerous to operate with these convulsions. Sedative, nurse. Do we have any anesthetics?
I'm sorry, Doctor. None at all.
Bez rękawiczek. Jeszcze sam się zarazi po drodze.
I need to perform a tracheostomy. Short pipe. That rubber tube will do. We're going to cut a passage for air through the neck.
Yes, Doctor.
Dobrze, że tego nie
He's
pokazują.
breathing again, but he's coughing up blood.
Internal hemorrhaging. I need to make another incision into the chest cavity to drain the fluids from the lung. Prepare another tube.
A thoracostomy. Doctor, we've nothing to fight the infection. We need an aseptic environment.
Right then, Nurse Crane. What do you suggest we do?
I've no idea. I'm not the doctor.
Time is of the essence. We need to perform a thoracic drain.
Yes, Doctor.
To po co marudziła, co nie? Skoro nie jest lekarzem i mi nie dano innej sugestii. Fuj.
He's still bleeding, Doctor. I'm losing his pulse.
The drain must have punctured the intercostal artery. There's too much blood.
Zaraz go zjem.
Doctor?
I can't see.
Wampirek. O nie, Dorota się teraz chyba dowie.
I must first suture the artery. Find the wound. The source of the blood.
Needle and thread, Doctor.
Good. The stitches are holding. How's he doing?
We're losing him. We've lost his pulse. He's dying, Doctor.
Dobra, dajmy mu to.
Cardiac massage, now.
Cardiac... What? Are you making this up as you go along?
Zrób to, kobieto, może wtedy przeżyje. Na pewno przeżyje, jak będziecie się stać i patrzeć.
We've lost the pulse. He's gone, Doctor.
Nurse, we did everything we could.
Truly? Everything you could. Is that how you'll report this in your log? Is this how the war went? Piling up one poor corpse beside the next?
This was not an influenza-induced seizure. I've never seen symptoms like these on the continent.
Neither have I. But the previous symptoms leading up to this attack were the same, indistinguishable from the epidemic.
No. There was something more vile in these reactions. Something primitive.
There have been numerous reports of mental breakdowns caused by the fever that accompanies the flu itself, Doctor.
Yes, but... I'd best take some samples of the blood for analysis.
Ciekawe, czy będę mogła tutaj wytworzyć leki u niej.
It's locked, all right.
Ciekawe, czy tam to tworzą później. Ciekawe, czy mamy ręce we krwi. O, a tam jest w ogóle, nie zauważyłam tego.
It's locked, all
Łe,
right.
trzeba było chyba ją zjeść, żeby to otworzyć.
I suspect it was more than intuition alone that led you to us. So, how might I be of service, Dr. Reed?
I've come to put an end to this insufferable blackmailing, Dorothy.
Doctor, you think your warnings scare me? I've stolen and plied, blackmailed and lied, but what else am I to do? I'm all these people have.
Dr. Swansea is a sensible and honest man. He wouldn't have refused your friend's care at Pembroke.
It's easy for you to say, Doctor. These people cannot go to the police, nor to the hospital. They don't even speak English. They depend on me for everything.
But why Lady Ashbury? Why her, of all people?
She's pristine and proper, all right. But that she-wolf in sheep's clothing murders the poor for sport. I have her where she belongs, and I'll milk her for all she's got.
So, the end justifies the means. Is that your defense?
I know you're kind, Doctor. Just another fine-heeled, silver-spooned gentleman who was given the world on a platter. You know nothing of poverty. Nothing of the shame, the hunger, the loneliness.
You've convinced me of the sincerity of your actions and their noble justifications. But all the same, blackmail is a crime, and it will stop, Nurse Crane.
So, are you going to turn me over to the authorities?
No nie no. O, fajne. No, nie chcę, żeby ona zrezygnowała. Co ja mam teraz tu zrobić? Zapomnij o wszystkim. Nie, no nie chciałabym, żeby zapominała. Jak ją oszczędzimy, to zrezygnuje i stracimy pielęgniarkę w szpitalu. kolei... Jak wszystko zapomni, to wtedy dalej będzie szantażowała, czy w ogóle nie wiem, zapomni o tym, co tutaj robi. Myślę, że raczej ją oszczędzę. Na pewno jej nie zjem, bo nie chciałabym jej zjadać. Oszczędzimy ją.
No. Your place is here. Jailing you would be an even greater crime. So, here is my proposition. I'll look the other way on your little enterprise. In exchange, you will resign from the Pembroke Hospital and provide me with medical supplies when the need arises.
Dr. Reed! That sounds like a business proposition. My accomplice, then.
No, just a privileged client. My research may require the occasional rare piece of equipment or ingredient. I'll pay good coin in exchange, fair and honest, to help finance your noble endeavors.
We have ourselves a deal, Doctor. Good customers are always welcome.
Yes, Nurse Crane. We have a deal.
O, zwiększyliśmy poziom. Chodźmy z nią pogadać.
I cannot enter.
Ej! Wróć tutaj. Chodź tutaj, Dorothy Crane. Przyjdziesz tu? Chodź tutaj. Potrzebuję z tobą pogadać. Chyba stąd nie wyjdzie.
This one stinks already.
A co oni tu robią? A, pewnie się zmienili w skali ci tutaj na dole. No dobra, zajrzyjmy jeszcze na górę. Coś mogę podnieść? Mamy wskazówkę. Ona stąd wyszła, czy coś? No nie.
It's locked. It's locked.
To ja po prostu muszę stąd uciekać. Przy okazji zabijemy trochę Guard of Triwan. Słyszę szczurka, gdzie jesteś, szczurku? Zdecydowanie oni się musieli zmienić w skali albo coś takiego. Umrze i to mnie najbardziej denerwuje zawsze. No, chcecie zjeść. Teraz mnie zabije. Jakiś podrzędny gościu. I... Dobrze. Nie mam ochoty się z tobą bawić. Gdzie są dla mnie jakieś rzeczy do podniesienia jeszcze? Ciągle słyszę tu jakiś płacz dziecka. Dlatego, że sobie otworzyłam tu drzwi, czy co? No dobra. W każdym razie to będzie na tyle w tym odcinku, a następnym razem spróbujemy poznać resztę otoczenia, wrócimy do szpitala, wyleczymy wszystkich po drodze. No, dobra. Bye bye!